They're not buying more mansions. They're buying water, soil, and silence. From Arizona deserts to Scottish estates, the ultra-rich are quietly redrawing the map. Why are billionaires buying land? It's not status, it's strategy. Food, water, carbon, refuge. The 4 pillars of the new land rush. And they're doing it through shell companies and quiet deals you'll never see. Welcome to TheRichFiles. Today, hidden secrets. Why billionaires are quietly buying land. In America, a few names dominate private land holdings. John Malone, Ted Turner, the Emerson family, Stan Kroenke, per the Land Report. Bill Gates isn't the largest landowner, but he is the largest private farmland owner, as reported by the Land Report and major outlets. Why farmland? Long-run farmland returns have been strong, with low volatility, according to NCREIF and TIAA Nuveen research. USDA data shows U.S. farm real estate values hit record highs in 2023. In Europe, land scarcity plus subsidies amplify value. CAP money meets investor demand. In the UK, tycoons and so-called green lairds buy estates for farming, forestry, or offsets. Denmark's Anders Holch Poulsen owns vast Scottish tracts. Rewilding, controversy, power. Sir James Dyson's farmland purchases span tens of thousands of acres across England. In the Gulf, the strategy is food security. Control feed, milk, and grain at the source. Saudi-linked firms grew alfalfa in Arizona, pumping groundwater to feed cows back home. Arizona moved to end some leases over water concerns. UAE-backed Al Dara and others acquired farmland from Serbia to Egypt. Quietly, methodically, sovereign funds, private tycoons, and family owe. The first secret is water rights. Land is a straw into an aquifer. In the American West, water law can make land more valuable than what grows on it. Control water, control food. Control food, control leverage. The second secret is food security. Pandemic shocks rewrote billionaire playbooks. Private farmland funds grew as a hedge, low correlation and inflation protection. The third secret is carbon. Trees, soil, and credits can offset emissions at scale. A 2017 PNAS study found natural climate solutions could offset gigatons of CO2. Companies need credits. Owners with forests and farms can monetize the air legally. In the UK, biodiversity net gain now requires developers to buy nature credits. So land becomes an offset factory. Habitat there, skyscraper here. The fourth secret is refuge. Climate risk is changing where the rich sleep. Higher, colder, wetter. Scotland, New Zealand, Patagonia, the Rockies, climate havens. Peter Thiel sought property in New Zealand. Tech preppers eyed it as a safe haven. Privacy, security, geopolitics. Add private airstrips and helipads. Meanwhile, data centers devour land, power, and water. Follow the megawatts. Big tech buys land near cheap energy, cool climates, and fiber routes. Land isn't just dirt, it's rights. Water, timber, mineral, carbon, viewshed, access. In forestry, timber plus carbon turns Scottish hills into balance sheets. Critics call them green lairds, landed power in new clothes. But rewilding projects promise jobs, flood control, biodiversity, and carbon income. The playbook? Buy land with stacked cash flows and defensive moats, and buy quietly. LLCs mask names. Trusts hide heirs. In the US, real estate often avoids beneficial ownership transparency under current rules. That's why you see the deed, never the hand. China-linked purchases near sensitive US sites triggered pushback. More than 20 US states now restrict foreign ownership of farmland. What about the locals? Prices rise, rents rise, access shrinks. In Scotland, community buyouts push back, villages buying their future. In Arizona, wells run dry, neighbors feel the cost of distant milk. In England, young farmers can't afford acres their grandparents plowed. But it's not all extraction. Some estates restore wetlands and reduce floods. Soil regeneration boosts yields and stores carbon. Profitable and planetary, the line between stewardship and control is thin and contested. Back to the buyers, John Malone, telecom king turned ranch and timber magnate. Ted Turner, bison herds, conservation easements, media to megafarms. The Emerson family, timber empire across millions of acres. Bezos in West Texas, Musk in Texas. Industry towns rise from ranchland. Mark Zuckerberg's Hawaii holdings sparked access debates. Europe's green finance channels billions into forestry and carbon farming. Ireland's forestry push drew backlash over rural identity and land use. The Netherlands is buying out farms to cut nitrogen. Land shifts again. When rules change, land values swing. Winners often know before you do. The quiet method: buy parcels through multiple LLCs, consolidate later. Keep prices calm, avoid headlines, minimize political risk. Use 1031 exchanges, easements, and credits. Compounding advantages. For the ultra-rich, land is less a home, more a system. The UK's BNG market creates new rural incomes and new market power. Southern droughts push interest north to wetter terrain in Europe. In the Gulf, desalination is power, yet imported cows consume foreign water. Which is cheaper, buy water at home or buy land where it falls free? One more secret: influence. Big land means a seat at the table. Roads reroute, zoning bends, subsidies align, quietly. For smallholders, the new landlord is a fund, a trust, or a faceless LLC. Some funds partner well, others squeeze. It depends on the term sheet. Technology amplifies land productivity. Drones, sensors, genetics. Data-rich acres command premiums. The future is smart land. The money stacks where policies, physics, and fear align. Fear: shortages, wars, fragile supply chains. Physics: drought, wildfire, sea level rise. Policy: CAP, BNG, carbon, water rules, foreign ownership bans. Add the oldest force of all: land as status and dynasty. Yet this is modern risk management. The research backs it. Farmland diversified portfolios for decades. USDA shows rising values. PNAS quantifies nature's mitigation. Land becomes a lever for food, for water, for carbon, for safety. The question isn't, are they buying? It's, what world are they building? Best case, restored ecosystems, resilient food, rural revival. Worst case, dry wells, gated valleys, private laws. Reality will be decided in contracts and zoning meetings, out of sight. Why quietly? Because the loudest harvest is the one you never see coming. Subscribe to The Rich Files. We open the files they hope stay closed.